Hey guys, welcome to Module 8. I just wanted to reach out midweek with a couple reminders. First, don't forget that you have your initial discussion post thread due by the end of the day today. And this week, you're evaluating and discussing the merits of whether law enforcement should be involved in the arresting of drug users and those who possess small amounts of quantities of drugs, or if we should um, basically try to funnel that to some other governmental agency like social services or mental health professionals or whatever the case is. I provided you some input on Portugal and what they've done and how they've sort of diverted that from more of a criminal offense to um, more of a mental health issue or medical issue in their society. So take a look at that. But remember, make sure that you post your initial thread by end of day today, okay? Um, we sort of have a busy week this week. You have your discussion board assignment, you have your project 3 assignment, and then you have another assignment in which you are proposing a couple different type of research questions for future study. Uh, and you're basing it on what we've covered. So anything in the introductory course that you thought might be worthy of further research is basically what you're going to try to create a research question for. Now, in my announcement this week, I discussed the difference, basically I don't want to say differences, but there is a unique difference in what a research question is versus, for example, an essay question. Sometimes students write essay questions when our focus here is going to be on a research question. So you're looking at something that's very limited in scope. Okay, so I give you an example in my announcement this week. So don't make this very hard. Just think of an area that you're interested in and that you want to study, and then what type of research might you want to do and how might you write that research question based on your interest. Okay, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get points as long as you submit something, and then I'll give you some feedback as to how you might want to tweak that specific research question. Okay, and then you have your project 3. Now, project 3, when you look at it, you think, oh my gosh, I've already done this one, and for the most part, you have. And so make sure you carefully look at the assignment guidelines and instructions and read through that so you know what's expected of you. The thing I want to remind you is, however, there are a couple new critical elements, and sometimes students forget these because they just think it's the same paper as they just submitted. They're going to tweak it, fine tune it, and resubmit. But this paper is a little different. There are a couple areas that are new. For example, if you're writing about the juvenile justice, you might have to now incorporate comments about status offenses. If you're writing about allied professionals, then one of the new ones is community service professionals. So make sure that whichever one you select, hopefully you're going to select the same one you did before because you already have your feedback in your notes, so it makes your job a lot easier. So again, make sure that you take a look at the critical elements for each of those areas, those two paths that you're taking, juvenile justice or allied professionals, and make sure you address that extra critical element that's been added on there. So in addition, you're also going to be looking at social media and how it relates to communication and its importance. In some of my feedback, I tried to give you some answers to that. School resource officers can use social media. It provides them an opportunity to find out what's going on campus, right? People like to post things, and so you might be able to get a sense for what's going on your campus, any concerns that you might have, things such as that nature. Juvenile probation officers can use social media to monitor what their probationers are doing by looking at their webpage, their social page, Facebook account, whatever they have. Look at the pictures, date and time, who they're hanging out with, Is there something in the terms and conditions of probation that might preclude them from hanging out with certain individuals? Let's say I'm on probation and I'm identified as a gang member, and part of my terms and conditions is I can't hang out with other gang members. Uh, so you can use those tools maybe to help you understand what your probation is doing, and some other tools that you have at your disposal that you might be able to use. But social media is now becoming one of those areas where criminal justice professionals are accessing information from those on probation or parole. You're finding out really what they're up to. So you have to address that critical element. Again, we're going back to active listening. All right, so explain what active listening is and then how these professionals might apply that. And then the idea of cultural awareness. So many of these you've already discussed, but now you're going to be discussing them individually. And so just look at the professionals that you've researched for this assignment and how you think they might apply these specific concepts and communication tools towards their profession. Okay? So it'll take a little bit of your time, but again, most of the work you've already done in the previous assignment. But again, realize that there are some additional responses that you have to address. If for whatever reason you realize, oh my gosh, I forgot to discuss status offenses, no worries. Easiest way to do that is to just submit an addendum in which you address just that missing critical element, and then you can title it addendum. And then when I open up your assignment, I'll see your assignment, and then I'll see an addendum, which will sort of tell me, okay, you forgot something or you added something, and then I'll make sure I take a look at it. All right, but the important point is make sure you address each of the critical elements so you can earn as many points as possible. All right. So I think that's it, guys. Other than that, have a great week and a great weekend. We're winding down, and I do appreciate everyone's hard work. This class, I know, is a lot of writing going on, a lot of research. Definitely is a busy course. So I do appreciate everyone's effort. You guys have done an awesome job. Sometimes during the summertime, our minds begin to wander because we're thinking about vacations, but obviously with the COVID-19, it sort of limits our abilities to get away. But hopefully you'll have some chance here to just take it easy, okay? I, for one, am taking off the next term, September, October, just to relax. We had some original plans, and I think those have pretty much fallen through, so I'm still going to get my yard work and some other things I've been neglecting done. So just try to take one day at a time and, do something for your own personal mental health, okay? All right, guys, I'll be around all weekend. If you need anything, kindly let me know. You can call, text, email, but I'll be around. I do have to turn in my grades early next week, so please make sure that you review all your graded assignments. If you have any questions, kindly let me know. Also, make sure you check your emails frequently during this week, and so that in case I have any questions about something you submitted, we can get it taken care of before I have to submit my grades. Okay? All right, guys, that's it. Have a great week, and thanks for everything. Bye.